Thank you so much. Before I start, I want to give a big shout out to the IBEW for letting us use our hall. Thank you, Local 716. And thank you to all the workers of America. Thank you for everyone who's holding it together, even unpaid. Thank you for protecting our country. My name is Gene Wu. I'm a state rep out of Houston, and I happen to be the minority leader in the Texas House. A few months ago, we let a few Democrats out of the state in order to say no to Donald Trump. And in that time, they called the troopers on us, they called the FBI on us, they sent militias after us, vigilantes, a rogue sheriff, bomb threats, fake lawsuit after fake lawsuit, and even house arrest. But it was worth it. Because in that time, all of us, we made so much noise that America woke up. And we, no matter what happened, we helped give America the fighting chance to save our democracy, and we could not be more proud. And you know what? You know, if I would grade ourselves, I think we did okay. Because in that amount of time, we made some of Donald Trump's little red states think twice about doing his dirty work. We gave some states a fighting chance to push it back. But the brass ring that we were reaching for the entire time, the brass ring that we're trying to go for, was Prop 50. Because even if Greg Abbott won't listen to the people and the courts won't follow the law, at least Prop 50 will protect our democracy. And I have to thank Governor Newsom for having the wherewithal to see the danger from day one. But not just to recognize the danger, but to come up with a plan for us to fight fire with fire. Governor, thank you for standing up to tyrants. Thank you for never backing down 1 inch. But let me tell you this. We did not do this alone. There are many others who helped us, other legislators, other states, but especially we owe a debt of gratitude to Governor J.B. Pritzker of Illinois. He welcomed us into his home knowing that it would draw unwanted attention from Donald Trump. And when we were threatened, when we were forced to move, he sent his personal security detail to protect us and to make sure that we were safe. On behalf of the House Democrats of Texas, on behalf of the people of Texas, Governor Pritzker, thank you as well. And let me say this. Like many of you in this room, I'm an immigrant. I'm the only person that's going to speak today where you don't have to ask, are you running for president? But listen, what I think of America, what I know about America, I've learned throughout my entire life. But at this moment, looking at all of you, I have never been more proud to be an American. I have never been more proud of my fellow Americans. Because the one thing I have learned through all this is that when the people are united and we are determined, we can do anything. And so this is my last plea to all of you, to anyone listening, to Governor Newsom, to everybody. Texans are done running from Texas. Texans are not going to run from bullies anymore. And whether you're California, Illinois, New York, or now Virginia, we're asking people, our brothers and sisters in blue states, come support us. Come help us fight back the way you fought back. Help us with resources. Help us to run. Send money to our candidates. Send money to our parties. And to everybody else listening, if you don't have the resources to help, today is the beginning of filing for a public office in Texas. Do it. Run for precinct chair. Run for election judge. Run to go be a poll worker. Volunteer to knock on doors. I'm telling you once and for all, voting is no longer enough. For everybody out here, if you call yourself an American, if you're saying you are proud to be an American, that you love this country, this is your home, then be willing to fight for it. Americans, we have taken this country from the tyrants before, and we will do it again.
Please join us in welcoming Representative Lizzy Fletcher.
Right here in Texas's 7th Congressional District, where we know a thing or two about taking back the House, don't we? And I am so excited to be here with the leaders that we need and deserve in this moment. I'm so proud to follow my...
When I say take it, you say back. Take it! Take it! Take it! Take it! All right. My dear brothers and sisters, I am not here today because Brother Newsom is a poli-sci Santa Clara grad. I'm not here because he has managed more than 20 businesses. I'm not here because he's a Willie Brown appointee. I'm not here because in 2010, he was elected Lieutenant Governor of the great state of California. Re-elected again in 2014. I'm not here because he was elected Governor of the great state of California in 2018. Re-elected again in 2022. I'm here today because he is a future president of the United States of America. I'm here because I know what he will do because I've seen what he has done. I know what he will do when it comes to affordability because I've seen how he has handled housing in California. I know what he will do when it comes to health care because I've seen the way he has cared for the people of California. I'm here because I know he will stand up to Donald Trump because he has stood up to Donald Trump. Take it! Take it! So let me leave you with the words. Let me leave you with the words of the prophetic C.A. Tinley. He reminds us in times like these that harder yet may be the fight. That right often will yield to might. That wickedness for a while may seem to gain, and Satan's cause may seem to gain. But there's a God that rules above with a hand of power and a heart of love, and when we are right, that God will help us fight. Take it back. Take it back. Take it. Take it. Take it.
Please join us in welcoming Representative Jasmine Crockett.
Excited to be home, and to be home with a real governor. Because well, anyway. Some of y'all may know how I feel about him. Yeah. So y'all are so funny. Okay. Let me get to this so I can get to the main thing. Okay. We love you, Jasmine. Oh, I love you back. I love you back. So I never know what I'm going to say. And so there's so much energy in here that I know that I'm going to my phone and I'm going to say the stuff on my phone. So, oh yes, the sorors in here too. So as I was on the trail, y'all gonna let me get through this. So as I was on the campaign trail, and I was on the campaign trail for Biden and Harris. Yeah. The people, yeah, right, okay, all right. I digress. So I used to go so many different places around the country, and some of you may know that I'm the child of a preacher, and so I would always come up with a song. So I didn't have like a Bible verse I would come from, but I would go from like a song. It may be something that's modern, or it may be a gospel song. And considering the energy in here, this feels appropriate. There is a gospel song that goes, I don't feel no ways tired. It says, I've come too far from where I started from. Nobody told me the road would be easy. I don't believe he brought me this far to leave me. Now, the reason that I want to start with this song, because I need y'all to have this energy, this amazing energy that I am feeling in this room. I'm going to need y'all to keep it up. Y'all are not going to be allowed to feel tired, because we got a lot of work to do. Now, I know that we have talked about November 4th, and everybody was really excited about November 4th. We even saw historic wins in places like Mississippi and Georgia, without them even having the investments. Let me tell you something, Texas, we can do this. We can do this. If you just make sure that you keep that song in your mind, that you feel no ways tired. So let's talk about where we came from, okay? I hate to talk about it, but we're going to talk about it. So, as I said, as we did a rally in California right before Prop 50 passed. You know, our feeble little governor. Now, he doesn't know how to answer the call of the people. In fact, he usually doesn't want to show up and talk to the people. But somehow, when that orange line rings, he knows how to pick up the phone and do whatever it is that he is told to do. Now, that's not what leadership looks like. Not at all. That is not what it looks like. But here's the thing. He decided that he was going to answer the call of the orange one and ignore the calls and the voices of the people of Texas. And so it makes me think about an actual verse. It's Psalm 30:5. It says, "Weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning." So weeping looks like leaders promoting hate. Weeping looks like Abbott being a lousy step and fetch it governor that puts tyranny over Texans. Weeping looks like taking food out of the mouths of seniors, babies, and making sure that after a court tells you to feed the people, you decide to appeal it. Weeping looks like taking away health care and not giving a damn. Weeping looks like wreaking havoc not only on our economy but also the East Wing. Weeping looks like terrorizing communities with ICE. But joy looks like our amazing Texas state reps. Joy looks like the wins that we had on November 4th throughout the entire country. Joy looks like restoring decency, dignity, and democracy. Joy looks like California passing Prop 50. Finally, joy looks like a man by the name of Gavin Newsom. Many of y'all may not know this. I said I was happy to be back home because I've been on the road fighting for Texans. I went to Pennsylvania to make sure that they retained their judges. I went to California to make sure I could do my part for Prop 50. I made sure that I went to Virginia on behalf of Abigail Spanberger. You see, winning means that we got to do the work. But more importantly, I told y'all joy comes in the morning. And so let me tell you about Gavin Newsom. Gavin Newsom could have sat on the sidelines, you see, because everything looks blue in California. But he decided that it was bigger than just his state. He decided that this was about the democracy of all of us. And frankly, he decided if you come for Texas, then I'ma come for you. Listen, it's been a while since we had leadership that had our backs. And it is sad that we had to look to a leader in California. But I am here to tell you that he is in it for the long haul. That is exactly why Gavin Newsom not only had me raising money for Prop 50, not only had me doing block walk lunches, not only had me doing rallies, and doing commercials. But after all was said and done, Gavin Newsom is here at ground zero because he wants y'all to know that he is about this life. So will you join me in welcoming a real governor, Gavin Newsom!
Thank you, guys. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Steve. How we doing, Harris County? How you feeling? Oh, it's good to be in Texas. It is good to be in Texas. Eat your heart out, Greg Abbott. Woo! Man. Listening to that lineup, I get why you say don't mess with Texas. but also don't poke the bear. Thank you, everybody, for... I love you, too. Thank you, guys. I came out here just to say those 2 words. Thank you. Thank you for being you. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for showing up not just for yourselves, for each other, for this state, our nation, and the world we're trying to build. Thank you. Thank you for not giving into cynicism. Thank you for not giving into the fear and the anxiety that fills so many people. Thank you for being the antidote to that. Thank you for stepping up. Thank you for stepping in. And thank you for inspiring a nation, Texas. Thank you for inspiring the state of California. Thank you for Proposition 50. Gene wasn't wrong. Gene wasn't wrong. You guys made this happen. You guys have awakened up our immune system. We're dealing with an invasive species by the name of Donald Trump. He is an historic president, however. Historically unpopular president. Under every key category. And you can't even make this is hard to do. On every issue, on the economy, on tariffs, on immigration, on health care. Historically unpopular president. And he knows it. And he knows it. Why else? Why else did he make that call to your governor? Why else did he feel the need to rig the election before even one vote was cast? That's just weakness. Weakness masquerading as strength. That's Donald Trump. And he had a very bad night on Tuesday. Bad night. And he did because all of you. You're showing up. We talk, that No Kings rally. You talk about patriotism. You talk about why the founding fathers lived and died. You talk about why we're all here. The best of the Roman Republic, best of Greek democracy, co-equal branches of government, popular sovereignty, the rule of law, not the rule of Don. And it's dawning on people all across the United States of America what's at stake. And you put a stake in the ground. People are showing up. I don't believe in crowns, thrones, no kings. And people all across this country are waking up because you had the courage months ago. Gene, his colleagues, had the courage to step up at a time when we were desperate for leadership. We were. I say it all the time, it's not what happens to us, it's how we respond to what happens to us. And you responded. You didn't roll over and you didn't give in. You stepped up and you traveled, as Gene said, all across the United States of America, and you woke us up. You didn't just have your backs here. You had our back in the state of California. We were looking for a fight, not only that we can win, but a fight worth fighting for. And that is why I'm here. But none of us are naive, are we? When I kicked off this campaign, we kicked off the Prop 50 campaign. It was at the Democracy Center in Little Tokyo in Los Angeles. That's the sacred site where we were interning and busing the Japanese. At that site, to kick off the campaign at the Democracy Center, what did Donald Trump do? He sent out his masked men. He sent out his secret police, Greg Bovino. Sent them to intimidate us. And don't take my word for it. You can hear the federal judge's own words. This is a guy who believes that the oath of office he needs to take is to the dear leader, not the Constitution of the United States. Masked men showing up. Border Patrol in ICE. You may have seen this, on Election Day in Los Angeles. Days after, I'll say it, the Los Angeles Dodgers won the World Series. I know. By the way, forgive me. Oh, hold on. That is, did you not listen to Al Green? I was the former mayor of San Francisco. That's harder for me than it is for you. Okay? Please. All right? I don't need to hear that. But just days later, what did he do? On Election Day, he sent 100 ICE and Border Patrol to assemble at Dodger Stadium what they call the BORTAC units. These are the Border Tactical Units. This is what you're seeing all across the United States, what you're seeing almost nightly and daily in Chicago. Sent out to chill, to intimidate, so people wouldn't show up at the polls. But you know what was amazing? Did we show up? There were lines around the block 2 hours after polling had stopped because people wanted to be heard, not just seen. They wanted to send a message, which, as Jasmine said, was sent all across the United States of America. And she's absolutely right. It wasn't just New Jersey. It wasn't just Virginia. It was in Bucks County with a now Democratic district attorney, first time since 1800s. It was in Georgia. It was in Mississippi. It was all across this country. And in Texas, as we heard from Representative Fletcher. He has waken up our immune system. Justice Brandeis, he said it best. Justice Brandeis said, in a democracy, the most important office is not governor. It's not president. In a democracy, the most important office is office of citizen. Active, not inert citizenship. We the people, you're showing up. You're stepping up. You're stepping in. And people are hearing your voices. And so I just, again, want to express gratitude. You've distilled a sense of well-being. You've given us hope. We're going to get through this. You've given us confidence. But as I said, we cannot rest until we take it back. There is no more important race in our lifetimes than the House of Representatives and taking back the House and getting Speaker Jeffries sworn in next November. It's the whole thing. It's the whole thing. It is. And so that starts today. It started on Tuesday. And I say this, the future is not just something to experience. It's not something to enjoy. The future is something to manifest. It's decisions, not conditions, that will determine our fate in future. The fact that you chose to be here is testament to that. We have agency. We can shape the future here in Texas. We can shape the future here all across the South and across the United States of America. You have that power. You do. Not Donald Trump. Not Donald Trump. Hardly. No. It's about all of us. By the way, anyone checked out my Patriot store? Even seen anything on Twitter that we're sending out lately? I'm just saying, if you haven't, you may want to check it out. And word to the wise, we do have, well, and forgive me, but we do have some knee pads. It's a signature series. They're sold out at the moment. the universities and all these law firms and members of certain media organizations, I figured they can use these. Let's keep our eyes wide open to what's at stake and what's going on in the United States of America. These guys want to roll back all the hard-earned progress of last century. They want to put America in reverse. They want to bring us back to a pre-1960s, maybe 1860s world. And you're seeing it not just on voting rights. You're seeing it on civil rights. You're seeing it on women's rights. You're seeing it on LGBTQ rights. We're experiencing it in real time. They're censoring historic facts. They're rewriting history. They're on a banning binge, Bud Light and Big Bird. The United States of America in 2025. And so as we enter, I'll close, on 2026, the 250th anniversary of our founding fathers. Let's restore not just hope and optimism, but let's also stand up as we take back the House. Let's stand up. Let's stand up to those that have been humiliated, those that feel bullied, those that are afraid and scared. Let's stand up for those that have given up, and let's give them hope. Let's stand up for the rule of law. Let's stand up for a system of checks and balances, and let's stand up for our democracy, for all of us. Thank you, Texas. Thank you, Harris County Dems. Thank you, guys.